which is what we're doing today. So, yeah, because it's lesson number 2, content descriptor is recognize that objects can be composed of different materials and describe the observable properties of those materials. And then like the little elaboration thing I'm gonna be doing is creating a display of different materials, naming each material and exploring language to describe the properties of materials. Yeah, alright, so below level, the students won't really be able to identify any properties, or if they do, it's like one and it's like, oh, that rock's hard. So it's something like that they can kind of already know, but they're not really putting their brain towards it, or they're not being able to understand it properly, which means I'm going to go more in depth with like stuff. And then the expected is students can easily identify 2 or hopefully more properties of each material. And then above expected is they can easily identify 2 or more properties for each material, and even explain what the properties mean and why they think it's like a property of the material. So the start, which is my lesson phase of like engage, where the kids will be on the mat, so like you guys are on the mat. And then, yeah, so I'll explain, we're about to start science, and then I'll get them to watch a video to try and get them to engage, because in my lesson that they've just come back from like break, so they're like crazy. So they need like a jitter calm kind of like thing. So I've done that, and then while they watch the video, the students have to try and remember one like property or like material that they saw in the video, and then the words that they do say, I'll like write it on the whiteboard as like a what's the word? Like a thing that they can look at. So if they get stuck on words that they can't remember, it's up on the board and they can go, oh well, the rock is hard, or like the rock is smooth, or like bumpy. And then so the one I'm doing like in this like recording is explore, explain, and elaborate. Where, so essentially teachers is going to be like, we're going to be looking at 4 different materials, and then from these materials we'll get passed around so the students can actually like feel the materials and like actually think, oh well, paper, that's like really smooth, and like can I break it, and stuff like that. And then from that, I'll explain like we're making posters for the class that they can like come and look at and like be like, oh look, we did that poster. So they'll be able to look at that. So we'll do the posters instead of a way where like the teacher does it themselves. I wanted to try and do it as like a class kind of thing, so that you can like include the class, like teacher class. And then the evaluate, which is like the last part. I've got the students back at their desks where they do a worksheet, which is kind of like a ticket out before they have to go to the next class. And they have to colour in, for example, I think one of the questions is, hold on, I'll show you. Yeah, so one of the ones is colour all the soft things red. So they go, oh, cotton, and then like wool, and maybe some stones, not really, but yeah. So that is that. Alright. If I can get you guys in a little circle, that'd be great. Okay. Alright, prep. We are going to be looking at the 4 materials that I was talking about before when we started the lesson. Can anyone tell me what materials are on the table? Just go, Ella!
Water bottle.
A water bottle, yes. And what material do you think it's made out of?
Plastic.
Yes. Okay. Who wants to do the next one?
Rock.
Rock. Beautiful. Alright, and Grace.
Paper.
Paper. Beautiful. That's our third one. And who can guess the last one? Bree.
Fabric.
Fabric. Okay, awesome. So we've got fabric, we've got paper, we've got plastic water bottle, and a rock. Now within these ones, we're going to make our own little posters. So we can have them hanging around the room, and then we can go, oh look, I remember we had to do plastic water bottle, and it's made from all these different properties. Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Alright, cool, awesome. So what we'll do, which one do we want to do first? Which one do you think looks the most fun? Rock.
Rock.
Okay, rock. Sounds good. Okay, I'm going to get you guys to pass around the rock. I don't want you to throw it, I just want you to hold it, feel it. I know that you want to feel it, just play around with it, give everyone a turn. And while you are feeling this rock of awesomeness, I want you to think of all the properties that it might be. So is it smooth? Is it hard? Do you think if we dropped it, will it break? I don't know, let's have a look. Wait. Can it break, Grace, when you're trying to do that? It's not
No.
breaking? Okay, that's a good idea. Alright, so we've had a feel. Hands up, what kind of properties do you think is in this rock? So, like I said before, so we've got hard, soft, smooth, bumpy or rough. What else? Is it bendy or flexible, or is it sturdy? What are we thinking? Everyone, okay, great.
It's sturdy.
It's sturdy. That is a great one. All right, let's see who else can do another. Okay, Ella.
It's rough.
It's rough. That's a really good one. And great.
It was sparkly.
It was sparkly. It is a little sparkly. I wonder why it was sparkly. I reckon maybe all the different grains have made it nice and sparkly. Okay.
I don't think it'll break if you drop it.
Okay, won't break. So, it won't break. Do you think... I reckon we just look at it. So it doesn't break. Can we think of anything else? Is it? Do we think? Is it? If we put it in the water, yes,
It has a point.
it has a point. That's a good one. And Grace, I saw your hand up. Whoops.
It's kind of dirty.
It's kind of dirty. Yeah, it is a bit gross. Alright, and let's see the last one. If we put it in water, do you think it would break and come apart, or do you think it'll stay the same? Stay the same?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go. So do you think it would be waterproof? Does anyone know what waterproof means? Give it a crack. Have a go. Yeah.
Water can't get through it.
Beautiful. Alright, so waterproof, like Bruce said, it means that water can't get through it. It can't break the thing that is waterproof. Okay, so for the rock, we have waterproof, sturdy, rough, sparkly, doesn't break, pointy, and dirty. Now, can anyone have a go and take a guess on why you think the rock / stone is all these properties? Why do you think all these properties are on the rock, in the rock? Have a go. So why do you think a rock should be sturdy?
Don't we build with rocks?
We do build with rocks. What do we build with rocks? Do we build maybe houses? So bricks and houses. And then what else can we make? I know, well, it's sturdy. What do you think a mountain is made of? You think rocks? Yeah, mountains are pretty sturdy, aren't they? And then Grace and Reed, well,
I was gonna say for making a rock climbing wall.
a rock climbing wall, that's a good idea. I like that. Yeah,
Some footpaths have rocks in them.
they do. That's a good idea. Do we think a footpath would be pointy?
No.
No. But footpaths don't break, which is a good point. Okay. Alright, so we've done our rock, which is waterproof. It's dirty, it's pointy, it doesn't break, so it's really, really strong. It's sparkly, it's rough, and it's sturdy. That was really good. Alright, what I'll do is I'll put the fabric over to Reed, and you guys can feel the fabric. Does it stretch? Is it really, really, really stretchy, Reed?
No.
No.
A little bit.
A little bit. Brie, I could see you putting your hand on the fabric. What was that? What do you think?
I wanted to see if I could see my hands through it.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like that. Alright, good job, guys. Alright, so we've had a look at our pretty little flower fabric. What do we think? What properties do we think fabric's made out of? Give it a go. Put your hand up. Alright, Grace.
It's soft.
It's soft. So it's not like the rock, is it? It's very nice and soft. Alright. Read.
It's a little bit stretchy.
It's a little bit stretchy. Yep.
It's flexible.
Flexible, that's a good one. So, with flexible and stretchy, do you think they're very, very similar? So, flexible and stretchy. Do you reckon something has to be flexible enough for it to stretch? Yeah? Yeah. Alright, Miss Ella, can you think of anything?
That one was quite thin and colourful.
It was thin and colourful. Good job. Alright, and remember when you're putting your hand up on the fabric, did you see anything? No.
I couldn't see through it.
No, so we can't see through it? No. Okay, so it's not see-through. And then let's think of one last one. I think we could probably use our brains, our really good thinking brains, and think of one last thing that we can do for fabric. What can we think of? So we've done, so it's stretchy, it's nice and soft, it's flexible, thin, it's nice and colourful, and we can't see through it. So what other one can we think of? Grace?
I don't think it's waterproof.
It's not waterproof. That's a good idea. So if we, let's say I was wearing a top. It's a nice little top. Do you reckon if I walked out in the rain that it would stay like this? No. I think it will stay the same. It'll just be really, 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 really soggy. Yeah? Yeah, it'll be really gross and soggy and wet. So that's a really, really good collection of ideas on this poster.